Don't need to change the deck. It's not the same one as before, maybe. Scale Peeler this time. And no, different. Right, different name, Rambles. Do a Codex straight away. So it's kind of worth going for it. Also basically just opt and wait. See if we get any buff attacks. Another Codex. No, this puts something into Arsenal. We'll put the Pitfall Trap. Reel in and more traps. We want them two to the top, I think. We go top, 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 top. Yeah, and we just play defensive and then wait a turn before we go on the aggressive. And I took the Buzzsaw so we can reel in off the Buzzsaw for max. And we know we're getting at least 2 traps off of it. I suppose I could just do it for 1 because I know I'm getting a trap. 2. This could go well. I could also very much botch it. So, yeah. We'll see. Oh. See if this impedes what they're deciding to do. We can still reel in at the end, so I could wait just 1 more turn as well. They got rid of Surgical. They are trying to play other stuff. What are you trying to play? Just swing? Equipment, that's fine, we don't defend with that much equipment. I'm gonna take the 1. Means we can't use Purge Grapplers this turn, but that's not a big deal. They just swing with the 2 weapons. I can see that being their play. Yeah, Spider Bite. It's more worth holding the traps. We'll just take the 2 damage. We should have enough defense for the long game. Right, yeah, we just pass. Stick Pendulum Trap in the arsenal. That way we still have Buzzsaw Trap for real in. We can go Pendulum, Tripwire, reel in. Which is probably overkill, because it seems like they're death by many small cuts. We'll see. So opening with the weapon this time. Is it worth? I feel like they'd have worse hit effects. I'm going to get rid of the Perch. Now I don't really have to worry about Scale Peeler. I really don't want to be taking this much damage, because if they just dagger us and we never use traps. They go sink below, so that's kind of a nice time for us to attack. Feels like we go on the aggressive next turn. Means we just use Pendulum. And maybe it's a reaction they're holding. Maybe they just have nothing. What are they trying to do? Is they waiting till we lose our hand? So if we mask, we pitch the Buzzsaw Trap, we keep Tripwire. No, because we have to discard 1 as well. We discard the tripwire with it. Well, not discard, shuffle. They mean different things, so I gotta be used to saying different things. Well, if they're not gonna go aggressive, we gotta. Really, going to the arsenal because we're not playing Codex this turn. Okay, with dominates. We know one sync blow's on the bottom. So there's a decent chance that this gets through. Maybe. We definitely would like the extra cards. Ah, they're running traps. Interesting. That's very interesting for Uzuri. So they have access to the, well, the 3. So 6 traps. Are they running all of them? Wow. Did we get baited? I can't remember if inertia is discard. If it's discard, then we use reel in anyway. Wait, what? Why aren't they using inertia? Oh, right, because they only get 1. No, I'm confused now. Okay. Inertia was much worse there. Because it actually procced. I'm very confused what just happened. Priority is active because it does go again. We kind of just want time to recover. See, this is the best thing in FaB. When you come across a deck like this where you have no idea what they're doing, you get confused. And that really shakes up what you're doing yourself. But it works wonders. So I want to get rid of reel in so I can Memorial Ground and Tome. I kind of do, yeah. But I think it's just a naked reel in. Keep the hand size, keep the traps. Maybe get lucky. Oh, look at that. We did get lucky. So. So a little bit of recovery, and then a nourishing for the turn after. I think if we didn't have traps, if we had buffs, then I'd Codex. I feel like taking the 2 damage isn't a big deal. So their token, Uzuri, which I don't think really works that well, because it's just not a great deal of synergy. What do we pitch? Golgan's more prevalent, so I'm going to pitch away the tripwire. There's the other Codex, that's kind of annoying. We still draw back, correct? So it is good to pitch. And oddly, I'm going to pitch the 2 Codexes. No. I'll pitch 1 Codex away. And we definitely want Codex back. Then into the arsenal goes nothing. Because we're trying to attack next turn. And we don't want to gunk it. Unfortunately. Ugh, that's very rough. Yeah, so they're just super reactive like us. Very, very curious deck. they run any sort of attack cards? They ran Surgical Extraction. Ravenous Rabble. So they're in a mostly red deck. You're just poking us to death. There we go, there's some damage. It's just Blood Rot again. I have to take it, unfortunately. But they're not running Contract really to recycle. I suppose that's why they take the Flick Knives. And they're not really using Stealth, so why wouldn't you be Arachne? Shakedown, I guess? Don't overthink it. Attack. Oh, right, it's only if it's defended. Interesting. Problem is, we haven't gotten any of our buffs, so a 6 isn't that great. At least we can Codex it back next turn. And then we have 2 block. So with a Sink Below, if it was in their arsenal, or a trap, they're fine. I assume they'd have a trap now, although, yeah, an inertia doesn't really work. It's inertia, right? They kept it? Wasn't really paying attention if they cycled it around. No, they... Wait, what? They did use inertia trap, but it didn't work. Anyway, there's Plunder Run. Yeah, so they're just trying to stack up Blood Rot. Plunder Run is played from the arsenal, so we have to play it from the arsenal. So as long as I use 2 traps, we're fine. Doesn't ever go again. We need to get rid of the red. Codex is a -1, so as long as we have a blue. Yeah. Plunder Run goes to the arsenal for a buff. We do take the Blood Rot damage, which does suck. Ooh, and we didn't have enough block. What happens? So if I use Plunder Run, no, it's dumb, but it's real in and try and get traps. No, there's no upside to that. Never mind. There's no upside to that. If I use Tar Pit, then I can't really attack this turn. Right, because discard. So it's whether or not I want to take 4 to trade. Because they have to, they're just going to pick Blood Rot over and over again. Because that's their form of damage. Yeah. Begin. I'm gonna mute. Okay. I can never remember which way it goes. So we'll just pass, and hopefully the ponder goes first. No. We'd only avoid one anyway. You read left to right. I can't tell you how much that annoys me. Every time. I just get completely confused by it. Go again is more prevalent. What? By now, they should understand what we're doing. But they're just trying to swing with Frailty active. I'm very confused by them. I mean, our turn is basically just Remembrance back to Nourishing. And the Codex. And maybe a Memorial Ground. And then we still have 3 traps to play. Alright, not Memorial Ground. Plunder Run? Plunder Run. Take the buff. Do I swing? Nah. We like our traps. They must be new. But if they're running tokens, surely they understand what they all do. I mean, we're basically just swinging. Next attack action card, next attack action card. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we want Blood Rot on the left. That is the first trigger. Doesn't shuffle though. People like Inertia more if it's shuffled. Maybe. I feel like we can probably just get them from burn damage. Maybe. I'm just going to reel in for 3. I was swapping it out anyway. Into... And here it's banished top card of their deck. And they're using Flick Knives too. Was this... I mean, neither is really good against us, I suppose. Main thing was we want to put triple A into the arsenal. I mean, they probably pay for it anyway. But that means we can get the pitfall damage. Well, it depends what they pitch. I suppose we do tripwire first, see what they pitch. They care about the hit effects? We still see what they do. So let it hit, so I'm not going to play pitfall. Activated reaction is chain, that works too. And save the other two. Right? Or I guess, no, yeah, Uzuri's counts. Plus the flick knives anyway. So we want to clench with the pitfall traps. I don't want to use it now. They gotta either use the tunic or they cycle away. So we'll just play defensively. I don't even think we swing. Do we swing? Do we keep the pressure up? Nah, because there's greater than's a decent chance. Yeah, especially if we don't draw into other traps. Now at least we can do 3. We need the nourishing back though. Oh, there's some healing. That's unfortunate. At least we can swing with Remembrance next turn. Into CNC. Ah, they got us. Fine, we'll take the 6. That was my bad. I should defend against the Dominate for that exact reason. But then they could have swapped into something else, I suppose. So I'm guessing they still have 1. They have so many good attacks, yet they spent so long naked swinging for 0 and trying to just get the dot effects against us. I guess they knew we were doing traps, so they didn't want to overcommit. They wait until we run out of traps, but then they don't realize we run every trap. Something like that. Either way, if we see Dominate, just play the traps. Play the traps straight away. Give me Nourishing, thank you. Right, so Nourishing Warmongers, we only need to keep 1 blue. We're happy. We take the 1. We're not in range of Flick Knives yet. But I'm going to say no, we don't. We play the Buzzsaw. Because we can always play Collapsing with the Tripwire, depending on what else they do. You know what? That's wrong. Collapsing, because we get the burn damage. And they discard their hand. Which means we could also do Tripwire. No, because it's not the damage one. And this shuts down anything else they're doing. Yeah, they didn't like that, I think. Shredding for 4. They still get the 1 through. Does that matter to us? Suppose no, because we're still just pushing damage. At least this way they take the 1. Yeah, so we just play super defensively. This does not feel like Blitz. I will say that, though. Doesn't matter where it goes. This should put them in range for burn damage. As long as we draw the right traps. And then if... Oh, sink. Let me take 2. Still 3 is pretty decent. We do want everything to trigger. We don't have Nourishing in there, so I'm actually going to block with... Do I block with the Codex? Do I block with Premeditate? We just bank on trap damage, so I think I do block with the Premeditate. Or is Codex too slow at this point? You know what, maybe Codex is too slow at this point. I can also just play the Moral Ground to Rock Slide. Guess that works too. No, I'm blocking with the Premeditate. They shred again, then we can do other shenanigans. Yeah, they're saving all the good attacks for last. I mean, if they... It all comes down to if they draw the other CNC, because I assume they run 2, versus if we draw Nourishing. Because Nourishing, at this point, probably clenches it. Especially if I had kept the Premeditate instead of the Codex. But my thinking is one more swing. Yeah, so it has Dominate, so no matter what, we go crazy on this one. Eh? Oh, because it's on the defense reaction step. God, do we think this is Command and Conquer? So even if it is Command and Conquer, then Codex doesn't matter. Because it's only 2 block. Yeah. Will that be Command and Conquer? Gonna let it end like this? Gonna end like this, isn't it? No. Knowing that we're not getting the damage across though. But I gotta keep Rockside Trap for when it's more effective. I think we just burn the Memorial Ground, right? Because we need more block. Almost burn both. We get a Ponder token. And they get a Frailty token. And that in itself is kind of good. But we'll swing. If we didn't have a trap in our arsenal, then it would have been right to actually just use the Codex to get a Ponder token. The second CNC's got to be close. In which case 3 doesn't matter. We have Whispers. Whispers is good. 5 block. We can survive. Greater than reaction and a free 1 damage. The Spider Bite has go again. We don't have anything that has go again. So we just block with the Whispers, I think. Save the Codex again once the arsenal clears to get a Ponder token. There's Nourishing. So there's a chance we can win. Right, because at the worst we just do nourishing off of Codex. The 6 would dominate. We've got 1 burn damage here. You can probably get the Spike Pit trap for burn damage as well. Frailty, it's fine. They're swinging first. We also just block with the Codex instead. And save the Spike Pit trap to play the nourishing. Or go defensive. I think that works out better. Blood Rot is what they should have picked. In my opinion. I mean, Infiltrate doesn't really matter. It's the swap out to CNC that really hurts. Maybe I should have used... Well, no, Nourishing again doesn't matter. Don't be CNC. CNC, isn't it? Ah, I can play them straight away. Well, they used a reaction, so definitely play that. Just get the burn damage above all else. And I'll just play that in case it is CNC. Are we meant to be shown the card? And the card vanishes way face up. Yeah, you are. No. Wait, what? Are we meant to see? I feel like we're meant to see from reading that. But I can't see, so I don't know. Is it Humble? Yes, that's the Banish Zone. No? It doesn't really matter what goes into the Arsenal. Well, the Inertia Trap. Ah! Because of the trap. Cool. Was it? What does it do? Spike Pit. Top card of their deck in the graveyard, they lose X, where X is the number of cards in their graveyard with that name. And they just had so many copies of Isolate. Well, that was very fun. Not Blitz, by the least, right? At a 30-minute game time. I'm actually surprised they took longer than us. That's curious. But with that, that'll do me.